What's up, everybody? How's it going? You know who it is right here, the Juggernaut. That's right. You know what we're gonna be doing today? I'm gonna be telling you guys my little story of my iPhone 6 Plus right here. That's right. I'm gonna be letting you guys know my little story with it. You know, its whole time frame. Well, two iPhone 6 Pluses, because this is actually my second one, but not by choice. And we're gonna be getting into it here. That's right. So back in the day, I had an iPod Touch, and then I ended up upgrading to an iPhone 6 Plus. It didn't always look like this, guys. I swear. Like, this is how it is now in today's dates, you know. And back then I was like, how do iPhones work, you know? This was literally my first iPhone, and I didn't know what to look out for, and I didn't even go to the website. We just pulled up at the Apple store, literally. Anyways, before I got to that point though, I was saving up my money, you know. I did have a job, but it wasn't paying much, you know. And then I was just saving up whatever I could here and there, you know, and I ended up finally saving enough money. Fortunately, it was that I had the money in the month of my birthday month, June. I ended up saying to myself, hey, you gotta get this phone around your birthday. And you did end up saving enough money before your birthday actually came, and that was the best part of it, you know, so I can like record stuff for my birthday. And I was like, okay, cool, now we gotta go to the Apple store. So I ended up telling my aunt, hey, because today's the last day of school, you think we can go to the Apple store? And she said yeah, and then they ended up taking me. I never been to an Apple store. This store is nice because when I went to go get my iPod Touch from Target in Azusa, I don't have the receipt to that one because literally that was such a long time ago, and I only have my receipt for this one because that's when I was like keeping track of everything here and there, you know. And I was like, hey, this is what you got to do at the Apple store. You got to make sure I get the new one and that I don't get the last generation, because I'm pretty sure they sell the old generations too there, like before the iPhone 6 Plus, like they have the iPhone 5, right? At that time, I'm not sure what was being sold then, you know. This is how much the phone costed back in June 11, 2015 for an iPhone 6 Plus, and I was with other items too involved, and the taxes were also in there too. I'm gonna show you guys right here some of my iPhone 6 Plus cases and my glass that I used when it was like back in the day, you know, like this was like a while ago, man. I'm just been keeping them right there like in a little box as a little memory of it, you know. Let me show you guys real quick, because I'm pretty sure people just like most of the time throw them away, you know, like once you get a broken glass from an iPhone and then like rip it off. People get plastic, but I don't even think those work. It's just more of a design to say, look, I have a cover over my iPhone, you know. So I'm gonna show you guys right now 7 of my iPhone 6 Plus glass protectors that have ever been on my phone from the beginning to the end, from the least damage to the most damage, starting from the least damage first. Let me show you guys right there. This one is like the least damage. So the reason maybe why I've taken this one off was because the bottom ended up getting like an air gap and like it didn't go away. Or specifically for this one, it just ended up getting like really scratched on my phone. And I think that's what it was. Like you can just like see the scratches on it. If you get a new glass on your phone, like everybody does, well, I do on my phone, it's like really shiny and there's no scratches, you know, like, but that only happens like if you leave that glass on there for like a good year, you know. And I'm gonna show you guys the second one right here. This one's like really like dusty. Yeah, this one's like really old, and that's the second one. I'm gonna show you guys the third one. This one's starting to get like more broken from the bottom, as you can see right here. Like, oh, there you go, that was a good reflection. That's the third one right there. And then this one is broken mainly from the top. See, now this one is like a real impact from the top that might have fallen from like maybe my hand. No, I doubt it was stairs because I didn't go through stairs at that time. And then this one's gonna be the fifth one. Man, I'm looking at it right now, I'm like, damn, I can't even imagine seeing my phone go through this anymore, you know. Like it could have actually gotten broken. See that? Like almost like shattered. It's still like together in contact. And here's like a real messed up one. This looks like it has spider webs. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this one. That one's like really damaged, and this is like the most severe one I got right here. I'm pretty sure, yep, this is from that story. I'm gonna get into that in another video, the glass, you know. So now I'm gonna show you guys my first ever iPhone case. Keep in mind that this case is my first one, and I've had my iPhone for years, and it was a working case, so have all of that in mind. And I like to keep it just because I'm not gonna be able to get it back from any type of store unless you like to go to a junkyard and say, hey, I've had this for years. I still have my receipt for this one, which is in the picture I showed you guys from earlier. Let me see if I can get a good view on there right there. You might be asking why I have tape right here on the bottom and around the Apple symbol. It's because when I was in work, I was always just wanting to test out the sticker. And so this sticker always bends and it never stays put. Like I've always put tape on it, and no matter how many layers of tape, even though I took off the old layers of tape, I keep on putting new layers, and it always budges up over the tape. And it doesn't even matter how long the tape is, like it's just always gonna budge out, like it has a sharp end to it and it cuts off, and that's why it's always like bending up. If I was to keep on doing it to this day, this sticker would still do that. I don't know what kind of sticker Apple is using, but it's really strong. I can tell you that I've been using this one for years, well, at work, and that's what happens, you know. And this is my second case. This is the one my aunt got me for my birthday. She like nailed it right on my design. I like black and the blue, and she knows I like watching movies on my phone, like, and so it has like a little stand right here, like, see. And you can see the like a little Apple logo. I ended up ordering this off of Amazon, and it's uglier than I thought, but it got the job done, you know, for work times. Like if I was like in a water environment, that's when I put on this case, you guys. Look at this. It's like all thick. It has 3 layers inside of it. It has like a plastic, and then this blue one, and then this black piece right here. I would have even put plastic on top of this just to make sure, because my phone did end up getting water damage at a point. And this is like the case that I use when I go out. It's all still brand new. I got this one from Fry's. This is an original Apple iPhone 6 Plus case, and still in great condition. This is the one I use when I go out. I don't like to use them for work because then it's gonna be looking like the one I just showed you guys, literally, and I'm not gonna be able to order it because I'm not sure if you guys heard, well, in my area there's a Fry's and it went out of business, and that's the one that I got my cases from, specifically from there. It was like $50 just because they're hard to come by now. And this one I've never used. It's an iPhone 6 Plus baby blue case. I know I got like the last one, and they're not gonna be selling any of these anymore, that's for sure, if I ever need to use it for my iPhone, you know, in the future, because I'm still actively using my iPhone 6 Plus right now to this date, and I just like making sure I have that option versus not having it, because Apple's not gonna be making this type of case anytime soon for their new phones, because I've been checking up on them and they haven't made that style yet, that color that I want. They're always coming out with dark blue colors, you know how Apple, they like to be creative and all that. And I'm saying to myself, come on, man, make the baby blue case already. I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna buy like 3 of them once they do that. And then an Apple store employee told me that I should make my own Apple cases, and I'm saying to myself, you know how much money that costs to do? Yeah, that was back who knows when though. So I'm gonna be showing you guys a history of my pictures of my iPhone 6 Plus, like the cool little stories of it, you know, because I've never told anybody these stories, but like they're unique to me, you know. This is my first ever picture. I took a screenshot of this because this was literally the iPhone 6 Plus's original background picture on your home screen. And so it's a picture of snow and space, and I took it on June 11th, the actual day that I got it. And I'm saying to myself, hey, you better not delete this picture because I want to tell it to somebody one day, you know. I ended up having it to this day because I ended up storing it in my storage area, you know, for pictures. This is how my front screen looked like back 2015, I believe. And I didn't have that many apps on my phone versus today, you know. Back then, it was a more simpler time, you know. And this is how it looks. It looks so clean versus today's phone. Man, like, look at the apps. Like, it looks clean. And that's the thing I wanted to bring up in this video right now, is that back then, it was 2015, and the music's symbol is red. Keep in mind that with time, it ended up becoming a white symbol, and now it's red again. I don't know why they went like backwards with it, you know. I can prove it in another video, but this video is mainly for the iPhone 6 Plus. And let me show you guys the next picture. Oh, here's a good story right here. This is so weird. I don't know why Apple changed it, but I loved on the iPod Touch, when you turn it to the side, you can have like little albums showing if you go under your music, and that was so convenient for me specifically. I'm not sure if anybody else liked it, but if you did, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. This is how your layout was, you know. And I was saying to myself, why did Apple change it? I was always waiting and waiting and waiting, and still to this day I still don't see it like this. If you turn over your phone to the side, and you can pick the album and scroll to the side and pick your song, because I'm not liking it how it is right now, just like scrolling down, scrolling up, you know. People who are used to that today will be like, oh, it's normal, but to me, like, it's not, you know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there can relate to this. If they had an iPhone back around 2014 to 2015, that's when it was for me. Or if they've ever had an iPod Touch, you know, and they ended up upgrading it a little bit at the last moments to make 2 rows or 3 rows. I'm not sure if they did 4 rows at a point. I just took the screenshot at 3 rows. I should have took more screenshots at that time so I can show you guys, but I can't do it anymore, you know. It was so convenient like that because I'm one to listen to music. And now I'm going to be showing you guys screenshots of when I was going through some glitches on my iPhone 6 Plus right here. Look at this. So a regular standing phone, right? But I ended up taking a screenshot of the main 4 albums together. That's a normal picture, how you see it right here. 4 together, right? But that's at the top of the iPhone. But when you scroll down, that's when you get the list. And this one ended up merging together somehow. I don't know how. That's why I took a screenshot of it. And I'm going to show these people how it is in the future of what I'm experiencing with Apple right here. And I wish I can get that Apple money saying, hey, there was a glitch in the system, but they're not gonna want to give me the money. But if they do, someone message me so I can collect that Apple money. I heard it's 250,000 if you can like catch a glitch, and they pay like hackers or something like that to work for them. And so that's one image that I have right here, guys, and I'm gonna show you guys the next one right here. Oh, this one was like a side glitch. So like when I was listening to music, this one right here, it's supposed to be sideways, like it turns, right? But it looks like it didn't turn all the way at this specific angle. And I was like, oh, I gotta take a screenshot of that so I can show you guys this. And I was like, hey, I got a glitch. Now I can show you guys what I captured in my time with an iPhone 6 Plus when there was glitchy moments, you know? So this was a glitch right here that I caught. Pretty sure that it was because my camera gallery storage was full. I think that's what it is. But if it wasn't that, I don't know why I was getting this code. It's not even a glitch, but it's like an error, you know? And I was saying to myself, why is this happening? I've never seen that before when that came out at that time. But I haven't caught this error lately, you know? Oh, here's a more simpler one. I'm pretty sure you guys can do it, but it's gonna take a day or two to try to do this one. So I took a picture of me having 40% charged at 4 o'clock. If you guys can do that, let me know in the comments. I timed this one perfectly, but I wasn't even paying attention to do it. It just happened like that, you know? I was able to do it at that right time. And basically I just took a picture on June 27th right here. It's a Tuesday, how it looked like at that time with an iPhone 6 Plus. Apple likes changing their view on an iPhone and update it, and you'll be able to see the differences between time and time, you know? That's why I do it. So if you like that, you can go ahead and stay here and like see what it is, because I'll be doing stuff like that, like seeing the differences between time. Yeah. The thing I wanted to share with you guys is that this is how my iPhone 6 Plus looks like from behind. Keep in mind, it's a working case because I work. So this is how it looks like. To me, it doesn't matter just because, you know, it's still a case and it works. To people, if they see it from the side, they're gonna be like, oh, that looks nice, you know, because it's shiny. See, the pieces fell off, and this is how it looks like right now. See? But that's only for work. But when I get home, I ended up switching it up to another case. When I go to like the store or something, like here and there, Uber, I put on my other case and it's still like nice, you know? This was the case I use because it's gonna get messed up real quickly. It's silicone, you know? That gets used up pretty quickly from my experience on it, you know? Unless you get a leather case, but I never got in a leather case before. But it's still a really good phone. The only thing I can tell you guys is this, is that my audio is not strong as before, but I'm pretty sure I can get that fixed. And the only problem I'm having currently, like once a year, is the charging port. It gets dirty, so I take like 5 minutes and clean it with a toothpick or a paper clip, and I go side to side and I push everything out, and I'm saying to myself, hey, I think it's good. So I'm pretty sure I put in the charger and it grabs on really good, you know? And so it's all fixed from there, and then I don't have to worry about anything else in the future, you know? But I'm telling you guys, this phone is still good without like exchanging it, you know? It still calls and I can still do emails and all that. You just gotta pay attention if it gets slow, and to me, it is slow now that we're in 2022, you know? But the thing is that it still runs, you know? I can't throw it away. I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of this phone, considering that it came out in 2014, because I heard people get new iPhones every year. I'm pretty sure most people do that, and that's not good to do. And this is technically my second phone though, so I ended up switching it around maybe 2015 because the kid broke it, and Apple didn't want to just fix it. They wanted me to actually swap it out for another phone, but that's for another video, you know? If you guys like this video right there, go and like, share, and subscribe, because that's right.